William had always been a loner. He didn't have many friends growing up, and he preferred it that way. He was perfectly content spending hours alone, lost in his own thoughts and imagination. But that all changed when he met Michael. Michael was everything William wasn't: outgoing, charismatic, and always surrounded by friends. William was drawn to Michael's magnetic personality, and soon the two became fast friends. They spent countless hours together, exploring the woods around their small town and getting into all sorts of mischief. But there was something strange about Michael, something that William couldn't quite put his finger on. There were times when Michael would disappear for hours on end, only to reappear with a strange look in his eyes. And William noticed that there were often rumors of missing hikers or campers in the woods around their town. Despite his suspicions, William brushed them off, chalking it up to paranoia. But one night, everything changed. William and Michael had been camping deep in the woods, far from civilization. They had been roasting marshmallows over the campfire, telling ghost stories and joking around. But as the night wore on, William began to feel uneasy. He couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching them, lurking in the shadows beyond the firelight. And when Michael suggested they take a midnight hike, William hesitated. But Michael was insistent, and eventually, William relented. They set out into the dark woods, their flashlights bobbing in the darkness. And that's when William saw it. Michael's body convulsed, and he let out a primal scream as fur began to sprout from his skin. His hands and feet elongated into claws, and his teeth sharpened into fangs. Within seconds, Michael had transformed into a monster. William was frozen in terror, unable to move as he watched his friend become the man-eating monster. And as the creature turned its attention to William, he knew that he was to be attacked. He tried to run, to escape, but the creature was too fast. It chased him through the woods, its hot breath on his heels, until finally, it caught him. William screamed as the creature sank its teeth into his flesh, tearing him apart with savage efficiency. And as the world faded to black, he realized the truth: Michael had been the man-eating monster all along, and William had been its unwitting friend. William's last thoughts were of betrayal and horror. How could he have been so blind? How could he have trusted Michael, only to end up as his next victim? The creature dragged his lifeless body deeper into the woods, leaving behind only scraps of torn clothing and blood-stained earth. And with William gone, Michael was free to continue his monstrous rampage without fear of discovery. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. The town was gripped by a sense of fear and paranoia, as more and more people went missing in the woods. Rumors of a man-eating monster spread like wildfire, and parents warned their children to stay far away from the forest. But no one suspected that the monster was living among them, hiding in plain sight. Michael continued to attend school and social events, keeping up the facade of a normal teenage boy. And no one suspected a thing. It wasn't until a group of hikers stumbled upon Michael's lair deep in the woods that the truth was finally revealed. They found the remains of countless victims, their bones picked clean and their flesh torn to shreds. And at the center of it all was Michael, crouched over a fresh kill, his eyes glowing with hunger. The hikers tried to run, but it was too late. Michael was upon them in an instant, his teeth tearing into their flesh with savage ferocity. And as they screamed and writhed in agony, they knew that they had met the same fate as William. In the end, it was a team of hunters who finally put an end to Michael's reign of terror. Armed with silver bullets and a fierce determination, they tracked him through the woods, following his trail of destruction until they finally came face to face with the man-eating monster. The battle was brutal and bloody, but in the end, the hunters emerged victorious. Michael lay dead on the forest floor, his body riddled with bullet holes and his blood pooling around him. And as the hunters looked upon the lifeless body of the monster, they couldn't help but wonder how many more innocent lives could have been saved if they had only known the truth sooner.